It's always when I'm busy, bro. It's always when I'm out. It's always when I'm with friends. It's when I'm at a fucking event. I just came back from a concert, and well, I mean, everyone's been talking about it. Let's just be real. Everyone knows about it. They just dropped it. I don't know where. Hey, at least they didn't do it at 12. So I mean, thanks, man. I guess. Yeah, they just dropped the drip marketing for Galbrena. Galbrena confirmed 2.7, guys. It is a sad, sad, sad day for all the people that are trying to save for aka me. And pull a plethora of other people. Let's just listen. I need to get this off my chest, right? Who is making splash arts like Kuro Games? Please tell me. Please enlighten me. Who is making a splash art as fucking gorgeous and detailed as Kuro Games? It's not Hoyo. I mean, Limbus Company or splash arts are pretty fucking cool, but I don't think they come close to this. Is Reverse 99 getting close to this? Is FGO getting splash arts like this? Please, I need someone to enlighten me on which gacha game has a splash art that could even light a fucking candle or hold a candle to this. Because this is ridiculous. This is just insanity. This is it's just there's so much to unpack. Let's just start from the basics. Let's start from the ground up. Post-lament Anthropocene stars intertwine. With this with this hellfire to consume them all. Galbrena. Archive. Galbrena, fiend of ever-burning flame, Discord slayer. She has been to hell and back, through countless battles, deepest darkness, and much more. She hunts going from one hunting ground to another, and will never stop hunting. Can we talk about how fucking insane it is that Kuro Games had the gall to fucking type in hashtag Wuthering Waves with a Cartethia emoji? With a fucking Cartethia emoji. We all know Galbrena's trying to put Cartethia out on the fucking carpet. She's trying to hang her head on the wall like a fucking bear, dude. And you put it in the fucking Cartethia emote is crazy work, my guy. Crazy work. Whatever. Alright. With this hellfire to consume them all. Where do we even start? I'm gonna take this to Photoshop. Because there's so many little pieces to fucking dissect out here. Right? Alright, so now that I have it pulled up on Photoshop, I mean, guys, there's so much to talk about. Let's start with who Galbrena is. What everyone is surmising, and honestly, at this point, I think it is pretty accurate. Angel, who we met in 2.6's story, which it was fine. It was fine. I'll talk about it later in another time. But Angel is Augusta's friend, childhood friend that had a high potent resonance energy signature, whatever you want to call it, as opposed to Augusta, who had a weak resonance energy. And this is why the Dark Tide specifically targeted her. And then in the story, we see that scene, which I'll probably throw up here. We see like these golden flames coming out of her. Her eyes are yellow. We see like a shadow in the background, which heavily resembles this wolf. And, well, we find out that she just disappeared. We don't know where she went. We don't know where the Dark Tide took her. She just was gone. Which matches the whole, the little blurb we got, where it was like, oh, she went to hell and came back, right? Which obviously means that she has overcome the Dark Tide's influence. Because, well, we know that she wants to hunt the Thenodian, who she perceives as Cartethia. Which, she's not completely wrong about that. I'm not gonna lie. So, clearly, she is running around on her own free will. She has resisted the Dark Tide. She did it by herself, essentially. Or so we might think. See, if you look real closely... Sorry. Not at her boobs. Not at Discord. Right here. That is Imperator, dog. That is deadass just Imperator. That is straight up fucking Imperator. And what is right next to Imperator? I'll be honest, I don't fucking know. At first I was like, oh, that's a fucking angel. But then I was like, ooh, it kind of looks like a griffin. It kind of looks like Arsenosa. So I don't know. I maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe it's just fire. Maybe they're just like, I don't know. Maybe it also kind of looks like Mia in her fucked up form. But I don't know. What I am certain of, this is Imperator. What does that mean? I think this is another, I guess, example of Imperator essentially splitting up his power. Because whatever he was doing, he wanted to ensure... Let's be real. Imperator's whole plan of merging with the Thermodian, let's be real, that's kind of fucking stupid. Unless you have multiple failsafes, which he did. He had Cantarella. He had some of his power in that little temple that we saw in like 2.4. He has some of his power in Cardathea. Or, well, a lot of his power in Cardathea. He also had some of his power in, the thing we just found. The Earthrend Crystal, whatever. We got this little fucking compass. Is it really that far-fetched to believe that Imperator also maybe implanted some of his power into Angel? That would also be another reason as to why, the Darktide specifically seeked out Angel. Because that's also what happened with Cardathea, right? So, what this all surmises up to is that some way, somehow, this character is essentially the Ichigo of Wuthering Waves. What do I mean by that? If you guys have watched Bleach, or... Okay, if you guys watch Bleach, you know. But if you haven't watched Bleach, Ichigo is basically a mix of, like, every fucking power there is in the anime. He's a Soul Reaper. He's a Hollow. He's a Quincy. He's a human. He's a Visor. He's a yada yada this and that. Like, he has a little bit of everything inside him, right? That's what it seems like Galbrena essentially is. Galbrena has a little bit of the Darktide energy. Galbrena has a little bit of the Imperator energy, which is probably what helped her fight against it. And whether or not, we don't know this for sure, but maybe that separate high frequency, maybe that is genuinely her own power and not Imperator. So she has a little bit of that. And it's kind of crazy to think about, but it also makes sense. Because, like, who else is able to, like, walk in the room and challenge Cardathea that isn't Rover? And let's be real, Rover also only won with the help of Cardathea. It only makes sense that this character has all of these different facets of power, because how else is she gonna pose a meaningful threat to Cardathea? Which this is a little bit like predicting future story arcs. I think this is a really cool concept, because the fact that Galbrena is so hell-bent on basically killing Cardathea is really interesting, considering they're kind of one and the same, right? She views Cardathea as a Thermodian, but in reality, Cardathea is like this amalgamation of like different powers. She was a human at first, and then she got Sentinel powers, and then she got Thermodian powers. She's like a bit of everything. Galbrena is the same, so it's kind of... I definitely see a character arc where she starts out obviously trying to, like, lay that bitch out on a fucking carpet, but she soon realizes that they're both the same, that they both kind of went through the same struggles. Maybe she went through a whole different type of struggle, but they're kind of one-to-one in terms of who they are, like their identity. That being said, I don't know what the fuck this wolf is supposed to be. This wolf, I don't know what... It's some motherfucker that she talks to, because we've seen her talk to it. The only thing I can kind of like surmise, if you guys know anything about League of Legends, there's this character called Kindred, who is like, she's like this goat thing, that also has, oh, she's a lamb, my bad, she's a lamb that also has this wolf spirit, right? And together they are kind of like the embodiment of life and death, which, you know, like you see it throughout, mainly through the cinematics, but also through her in-game ult, where she can essentially prevent death for a little bit. So maybe this wolf is like a symbolism for her rebirth. Maybe she doesn't really fully remember everything that she experienced when she was Angel, because she was reborn as this new being that, like, you know, like battle hardened, yada yada yada, this and that. I don't know. Don't ask me what the snake means. I don't know. Snakes are like sneaky, like their symbolism for like lies, deception, yada yada. So maybe there's some things that she doesn't know about her, who she is. But something I want to really focus on, this whole one wing. Okay, let's be real. She's not completely one winged, right? She has this fire shit. But I want to focus on this essentially black, right? This black and blue wing. Obviously, the name Galbrena, you could also like relate that to the name Gabriel, who, you know, is an angel. But the black wing is a very stark and signature thing for Lucifer, who, if you don't know the whole story of Lucifer, Lucifer was once an angel that got banished to hell and became the devil, right? And the thing about, so there, okay, obviously there's a lot of like angel Christianity, fucking holy fucking religious aspects. Cool, like if you want to make something dramatic, give it like religious motifs. Let's be real. But there's something really iconic about the fact that she is essentially, if you don't look at the fire wing, she is a one-winged angel. When you think of one-winged angel, who do you think of? You think of Sephiroth, the goat, the man himself from Final Fantasy VII, the one-winged angel, right? And the thing is, if you look up Sephiroth and look up like specific details about him, you find out that the one wing is supposed to be like if I hold on, let me see. Oh, right here. Okay. The wing symbolizes his fallen, deformed state, a perversion of a divine messenger. It's also a reference to the one-winged demon, yada yada, like super cool stuff. What I really want to focus on is that idea of a perversion of a divine messenger. That really makes a lot of sense if the whole thing regarding Imperator putting in a little bit of his power in Galbrena. Because, like, what the closest thing to a divine messenger in WoW is essentially the Sentinel's Resonator. They are essentially the Sentinel's right-hand man or woman, because we've only seen woman Sentinel Resonators. So there's just so many little things that makes this a really good splash art. Obviously, it achieves the looking badass as fuck, right? Like, it looks gorgeous, it looks cool, it catches your eye. But a splash art should be able to tell you different things about the character or make you think about different aspects of the character. And this is genuinely one of the best splash arts I've seen Kuro Games come up with. One of the best splash arts in gacha I've seen, period. And I mean, if gacha companies aren't already doing this, they need to be doing this, because I'm sorry, Kuro Games got these motherfuckers on a leash right now. Name the last time they missed on a splash art. Please. But other than that, I mean, all there's left to do is honestly check out the fucking the thing. Check out the trailer. So yeah, all there's left to do, right here. I need to see this. That music is kind of crazy. Respectfully. I'm looking respectfully. Wait a minute. What is... Oh, that's a Dreadnought. Okay, okay. I was like, what the fuck are those on the ground? Oh, those are just Tacit Discords. Yeah, I mean... Damn. This is a gorgeous fucking character. Such a cool looking character. I mean, bro. And I mean, okay, I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, I'm not making negotiations. This is a fusion fucking character. I don't care. Do not give me Havoc. Do not give me some bullshit that it's also Electro. This is a fusion character. You have fucking Hellfire in its name. This is a fusion character. You will be hearing from my lawyers. Also, I mean, there's not really much to talk about in terms of gameplay. We can only infer so much. All I request: 1, let this be a fusion character. 2, give this whole a devil trigger. Give her a devil trigger. Give her a demon form. Give me something with her forte that makes her go full fucking, like, give her some horns. Give her a tail. Give her fucking, like, a straight up, like, I don't know, man. Just please. Just please. Let my Devil May Cry dreams be true, bro. Let it be true. I'm begging you, Kuro Games. You're joking my shit right now. Please.